The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix. Like a phoenix burst in the fire, thirst and desire. You transform, you light up a flash, you spread your wings and rise from the ashes. Phoenix, burst in desire, burst. Yeah, I'm going to burst. My brain is going to totally burst. I'm absolutely disgusted, absolutely nervous breakdown, bird stuff. Here it is, bird, bird, bird. I'm a total bird brain when it comes to FPL. Disgusted. Another season of total rubbish again. I thought I'd never be here again. I swore to myself, just copy Andy from Let's Talk FPL and he'll get your position back. But no, I think I can do it my way. Got bored last week. The 32 or whatever I got, uh, just thought need to rip up the whole book, start again. And yeah, the maestro. Look, hands up. Like, look, Andy is influencer from Let's Talk FPL. Look, he's a great guy. But you know the whole crack about FPL and how it takes over your life, and people are just obsessed. And you know, people like Andy are good at what they do, and it's just feeding the demand. And I don't know when it's ever going to stop or quell. Is this a fad that we're all going through in our lives after COVID, where lots of people got more engaged? There was nothing to do. There was only the Prem on. There was no one attending games. Everyone was sitting at home and looking at the matches, and they just got into fantasy, got into their influencers, Twitter, and all of a sudden you've got like about two or three really engaged young players, and us old fogies, myself, they have just totally put me and a lot of people into our places, and it's been a double-edged sword, really. Look, I've done everything I can to, you know, actually promote and get this thing going. Our league, the Christy Nicholson Pub Fantasy League, is phenomenal. It's really caught the imagination of loads of people, and I think it's got too much too big for myself to actually compete in anymore. I've lost the way, but I am proud to have done what I could do in it, winning it a couple of times, lots of trophies. But you know, you've just got to kind of accept. I'm gonna go all swinging. I'm gonna go fist punch, street fight, on the street, kicking, screaming. But you know, you do that in a boxing ring, you'll end up on your face, and even worse, because it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And so I'm just trying to land a game week haymaker. Try to do it this week. On reflection, you should have saw me yesterday or even this morning. I was still livid about what's been going on, and just compare myself to Andy from Let's Talk FPL. Let's share the screen. It's not his fault. He loves the game, and I'm sure we all love him in his sort of unique way of playing the game. And look, he's got lots of people, patrons and stuff, and so he needs to give good content, and he does. And his contacts within the game, you know, it does provide a free service where other people, they pay Fantasy Scout or whatever. There's the FPL Hub or whatever. There's loads of stuff that you can pay and get access to stats, and you can make decisions based on the stats and the AI. And there's something called predicted game week points. I can't believe where it's gone. It's just bypassed me, this stuff. But you know, that's just where it's gone. Yeah, that's the lyrics there. This is Andy. I'll say so. He got a 74. With the Son thing really saved him. He got in Son there because after Son's heroics there, I think he scored the hattie, didn't he? Away to Burnley, and knee jerked Son in, and he only got a point or two or whatever it was. And he's come good this time. He's got, so if you average out, I suppose, Son's points, what's that, 15, 16, 17, 20, must have got about 20 odd points. 20 plus 2, we say 22, 36. So Son's been averaging 36 sorry, 13 is the 12 points over the last 3 games. So that's lovely hurling. And he really saved them. And what I've been trying to do is trying to keep tabs on this guy and try to shadow him and keep us. I'm totally blowing it in a way. Like, was it 375 points? I think I'm on 334, 375, 344. So 334. 41 points down. Okay, it's not a catastrophe, but what happened to me at the start is that what's really pissed me off mega style this season is the Gabriel and the Saliba thing in game week 1, how the information was leaked to Andy and a lot of the influencers did the quick and easy, because we all had Gabriel in our teams and I didn't get that info. I decided to watch the stream later and just see what happened. I could have watched it live. I took that decision not to. His deadline stream for game week 1, and I couldn't get the Saliba thing in, and then all of a sudden he drops in price, and we are now. And I've left. Well, that's 12 points right there, and a few other things. I've took 3 or 4 mine. I took about 4 hits, -4 hits, just to keep ahead of price rises. That's another 16. So that's all of a sudden you're talking about, 28 points. So you can see where that is. So in reflection, I'm not gonna go Tokel Lula, which I feel like doing. I feel like going Tokel Zany today. I want a pint of beer and just sink it straight down. Last done the wild card this game week, and I just did the rough calculation that if I just did nothing, no wild card, whatever, I would have went with Gabriel with 1 point, Colwill 2 points, 0 points for Chilwell, so that's 3 out of my defense. Onana 7, so that would have been 10. Bruno 10, Embuemo 1, Saka 10. This thing is long. This is roughly the sort of team I would have had. Bruno 10, Embuemo 1, Saka 10, and Rashford 3. That would have been 24 in midfield. I would have had Haaland, Jackson, and Ferguson. I got in Ferguson early before he rose in price, and he only got 1. I think in the whole game, and he started that game and he got 1, so he must have got booked. Jackson, I'm not sure if he got 0 or 1. He got booked anyway. He would have got the 1. I'm sure of it. It's only moot. So I would have got 48 points. I would have rested Kabore and Maddie, who got 9. Romero -2, I would have rested him. Areola, I would have rested. Kabore, I would have rested. So that would have been a legit 48 points. So, in reflection of the whole thing, I suppose it's not a total disaster. 48, so like 19 points, I suppose. Doing the wild card, I've made 19 points. But I've dropped. I think it was about 2 point something million. I've dropped 2 million places. The safety this game week was 69, and I've done a wild card, and everyone is just on a mega haul here, where everyone's on 80, 82 points. Look at this, 92 from Jackie. He's the part of the FPL duo, which were in their draft with Stevie Strat. Neil Carney's having a storm, 85, 67, but like Luke's not done his wild card. I've done nothing. It's been an absolute. So I just feel like just throwing the whole thing, and I don't know. Yeah, Mark Phillips is flying. Lovely hurling. Is sitting in an amazing position. 90 points. What can he? Arnold for he's got in Botman. He's got in Botman. Like I got in Trippier in my wild card, and everyone's just got in Botman. and they've just totally negated and cancelled everything. Like it's absolute genius. You know what I mean? Oh, Ian Botman, he got 4.6 million. Oh God, 8-0 for Sheffield. I've got nothing out. Botman totally negated this Trippier stuff. Now everyone will have Botman and Trippier for the next game, and I'm ahead of nothing again, and I'm back to square one. I have to get in Botman for a -4. I've already done Mars before he rises in price. It's so bloody lame, the whole thing. It's the total. I absolutely at this stage, I totally hate FPL. I advise nobody to ever play it. You know, if you're starting or thinking about doing it, just go away. I've got in Mars for that total plonker Edward, 2 points, and he's been getting 9s and 10s and 15s. All and I get him in for the 2. I wanted him just to do something against Fulham so I could get in Mars because he's about that price. I was looking at, of course, with Rasmus Højlund, but he blanked against Burnley in the 1-0. Okay, so lump for that. Neto done okay, I suppose, but the whole wildcard's been ruined. I'm thinking about just doing a trip cap for Mars. I don't care at this stage. It's just totally defeated. It's going to be another one of them seas. I can't believe it. Like, so what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to get a. I don't. Well, there's a problem with Maddie, so um, I don't know. Just get rid of Haaland or something, and just totally go. I'm just disillusioned with the dearth of people in and around Andy's score, or there's like the fine, like it's where I am, and then to get past them million that are just hanging on Andy's or any other influencer's word or Twitter or whatever it is, and it's just nearly impossible for them to blow their lead because the amount of engaged players since is just unreal. Even though there's been a drop, okay, we're going to get to the 10 million, crawling up to 10 million here. So who knows, by Christmas we'll have 11 million players. I don't get it really with these people. They're joining in so late, but yeah, so totally disillusioned with this stuff. So what's your man Gordon now's hauled? That was a close call. I was looking at getting, but I got into the Eze trap. Yeah, beat myself up here, and there's just absolutely no point. I hope one day I can just leave this crap behind. But look, 92s, it just angers the hell out of me, this stuff, this Botman stuff. Botman, oh God, above Botman. Oh, and it was Trippier that assisted them as well. Look at Jackie here. 92. Maddie's there. He's had the faith to play his Tottenham player. He's got the Salah covered. He's found a way to get him in. He still has Saka and Buemo, Maddie. Wow. You doggy is the in thing. Estupian's picked up and done well. He must have assisted there. Botman totally negate what I done. He's got Leno, and everyone's saying Leno's not going to keep it up, and he's got another clean sheet. It's just legend stuff, from Jackie. It's just you can't beat that. You can't. It's just I don't know how. I don't know how. And he's got a Morris early because he wants him for next week, and he'll probably fit in another Luton there, so he'll be sucking diesel pretty much. He'll be fine going forward. And for Bruno as well, I really don't know how he's squeaked all that quality in there. But even with an overpriced João Pedro in there, I don't. That team value must be just phenomenal. So, I don't know how he's been able to fit Haaland, Bruno, Saka, Salah. Maddie's not cheap, so I just got to let him off 30,000. I think he's going to win this thing. And good luck to Jackie. He's in draft, and himself and Stevie Strat. I say Strat's not far off here. The other part of the duo, Stevie, yeah, he's in 11th. So between the two of them, like I think they've kind of really transcended to professionalism. And their setup and the FPL draft duo, it looks really, really professional. Um, I'm just going to step aside and let these guys go. It's just it's like Captain Picard coming down to Earth to try and help a Neanderthal like myself see where they're coming from. Uh, Show me 25th century technology, and I'm stuck in the dark ages with copper and pans. That's where I am. So um, I, I'm stepping back off this. I really am. Saka's there. Fly, so this team is quite different to Jackie's, very, very different, but still got a similar score, 87 and a 92 is it? Yeah, 87, 92. So very different, massive. Okay, so Leno, Botman, he's gotten Botman, okay, Buemo. It's no, it should be an okay call. I'm a bit surprised Brentford going down 3-1 to Everton. DCL is back. Yeah, I might go and get DCL and yeah, trip cap DCL. Watkins has been doing a good country trade, although he hasn't the pen also. Yeah, it's you managed to get an 87 out of, and I probably wouldn't have half these. I wouldn't have half these players, and I'm lost. Who else is there? Neil. I don't know much about Neil Carney. I'm sure he's one of the brothers, our cousins, from out Brackloon way, and all Carney's out there. So yeah, see the Botman. Everyone's in the Botman. See, we're gonna do the Botman. We're gonna do it. What's the robot? Botman, robot, Botman. Yeah, but yeah, everyone do the Botman. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, the buff. I just feel like canceling the whole thing, mate. They've all done the Botman, mate. It's just a Twitter thing. It angers the hell out of me. They sit there on Twitter 5 minutes before that. Like, what do they say? Oh, let's get in Botman. And we all know that's what Andy from Let's Talk FPL did this game week. He got in Botman because he couldn't afford anyone else. He said he couldn't afford Shar, but he's got more attacking threat. I don't think Shar scored a goal. Everyone else scored. So if he had enough money, he would have got the Shar in. But no, he said, let's get Botman in. I just don't know. I just cannot get over or around or how people come out. Mark, he's got Botman in the 90. He's got rid of the TAA, which is injury now, and he's a liability at the back. He's kept faith with Onana. He's been rewarded with his United. He's stuck by his guns. He's kept to the plan. He's not panicked. And that's when he's got his Trippier. He must have had this Trippier in a while back. So this is what's this is just blow your brain stuff. It's unreal. Not a very good position, 359,000. Sean Gildane joined 74. Yeah, Salah. See, Salah's done nothing for me this week, really. A epoxy penalty. I was expecting Salah to miss it anyway, but he scored. So what? Like Son's got two. That just absolutely. And Bruno scored and gets the whole everything thrown at him. Johnny Evans gets the 3 bonus points, but again a 74. Keeping faith, that's just a killer. The Alvarez stuff. I did get in Alvarez before. One good thing about my team, I suppose, is I've got ahead of a few price changes. So a few people will have to do a wild card to get a team like mine in, I suppose. But who wants a team like mine? Matoma, a few people have had Matoma. I think Eamon Phillips is Matoma as well. He's got a mega score, a mega haul. You see Jack Harney, 95 points. This is the par for the course has been over 80, like, and I've got a 60 bloody 7, like, and I got lucky because Uh, 48, okay, if it did nothing. A 48 I would have got if it didn't play the wild card. A 48. Is there anyone that got a 48 in this? A 50. Oh, whoopee do. Oh, 48. Oh, no, it's not a -4. It's still a 50. A 48 would have been the worst. 49. And I would have got a 48 if I'd done nothing. So I should be lucky. It's like I'm fighting fate and the universe, which is just laughing. Okay, Connor Keane, 37. Oh, whoopee do. Like I'm not calling myself the guru anymore. I'm calling myself fucking rubbish. That's what I'm calling myself. Fucking rubbish. So angry with this shit. Um, right. Yeah, so yeah, 95. Botman and Trippier. Uh I do have Trippier on my son dream team. Like I got him in quite a little while ago, but uh, Jazz got in Botman and Trippier, and here's me trying to convince Jarlath to come in and take it a bit more serious, and he it's shocking. I don't know what's happened to me at all. I have no I don't know what Trippier and Botman. Well, Prowse there's been doing a bit. Foden's come up. Maddie's covered a bit of Son, Saka, and Buemo. Even Isaac's done a bit. He came on as a sub, scored. Yeah. Haaland. The only chance I have is if I just pray Haaland does nothing. But Haaland's been missing about two or three sitters a game at this stage. That won't keep up. He'll go back to normal soon. They have the three or fours, and then I'll be off him. Trying to chase points. I've learned from last season that if you just keep calm after you've made a total hames of it, it doesn't pay off in the long run because you get nowhere anywhere. There's still going to be 2 million players better than you. So it's like take mega chances and just finish 8 million. But at least you have fun trying. The risk reward is massively against doing that ploy. The more risk you take, the more you're going to fail. So, like, Emerson's got he did keep a clean sheet, did he? I can't remember. Did he keep it? I think he did, yeah. West Hamers. Forget. I totally forget who City were playing. Um, Madison, Foden, Estupian, yeah. So, oh, Gusto on the bench, great call. Micro calls are unreal. Every point counts, you see, So, so all his players performed and done really well. And it's a shocker in Buemo doing nothing against Everton. He probably got booked as well. So that's just been a phenomenal game week. A 91 for Jan. Yeah, this kind of franks. The more I go through the league, the more I realize my future is over with this stuff. I'm just going to stick with the Sun Dream Team. And just concentrate on that. This is just a waste of my time and energy. 70 in similar boat as myself. You know, Jamesy Lyons will be happy enough. The 82, although a few have been getting the 90s. 82, so yeah, Haaland, of course, he's kind of kept faith with what was the template really came through. I didn't have the patience to stay on it. I know, like, it's crazy. Just say, oh, why you get rid of Fernandez and there's a way to Burnley. But I think it's the frustration of last week as well, getting such a low score. Uh, I just wanted to get away from the masses and try and get a kickstart by getting a few like Salah in early and Trippier, and it just totally backfired. With it didn't work out. These guys now they've got their points in, and they'll do the wild card, and they'll get on all my players, and they'll still have a Botman that I won't have in a pair treat. John C. Halpman is flying away, which he is. In fairness to him, quite off the template. He's a little bit ahead of Sergeant Bashley, Commando Sergeant Bashley, with Joey Neenan. And a little bit, you got the Salah's done well there. Cash has been doing well. Leno, everyone up high is getting the Leno just seems to be the keeper of the season here. He's making the saves, and ex-Arsenal goalkeepers. Just so depressing going through this. It's getting me more angry as I'm going by down there. 78 by our Malaysian friend who everyone thinks is a cheat, which he's not. Kieran Kiley, 67. I'm not going into the 67s or 68s. It's just like they're in the world of shit like I am. Stevie Stret, we've seen his score, the 87, phenomenal, lovely, no hit. He's got the Botman in. 0 points for Chilwell again. And Botman gets that, 12 points. Yeah. You're going back against Sheffield and get a few of the player, and that's when they'll beat you. That 8-0 was the one, wasn't it? And Kenyan 68, you won't like that. Not everybody got Alvarez, and you can notice that a lot of the Alvarez people, they didn't get as good as they did, I thought, because of the sending off. Who was your man? It was not in the Forest, wasn't it? It was Gibbs White that was overreacted and got Rodrigo sent off, and then of course the throat stuff, and so he's out for 3, and I have him on my FPL duo draft team. Lovely, terrific. Yeah, Mark Phillips, the Oracle, sent him over to me in a heartbeat for Embuemo, who's not done much better, but talk about getting rid of Rodrigo at the right time, and then I cop the 3-game ban, and then draft, you're screwed with a player like that. You have to get rid because you're losing. You won't get 1 game week is 3 points. It's a bit like the King of the Travelers, the classic head-to-head. You take on another player from the league and you get points that way. So Rodrigo's no good to me now for like a month. Huey Carney, all the Carneys doing well. Jan, Neil, Huey, they're all on the. I think the Carneys are going to corner the FPL groceries market in the stocks and shares in Wall Street this year. So this Huey Carney Jr. has caught the bug. Lovely 80. That was, like Henry's out. He's out for a long time. Jackson, yeah, get rid. That will pay off over time. Trippier, look at that. Just yeah, I don't know how to play the game. I'm done. I'm definitely done. Matoma has come back off the bench. He could have scored 3 off the bench, and that would have been perfect. That would have been just the cherry on the. So what am I going to try and get Matoma back, even though he's going to start on the bench? Brighton will rest players. Ferguson's done nothing. Welbeck, nothing. And Pedro, nothing. But they scored 3 goals. So go figure. Where did the points go? Patrick Caulfield's been knocking it about. He's on the Botman as well. Yeah, the Botman. I don't know how to do that robot. Yeah, I think the Botman's just knocked the stuffing out of me. Really, it's Botman there again. 64. Okay, Morgan Lyons. It didn't work out there. 57. So it's mainly the ones that did well that just flew up the top. And then you just go all the way down to 65, where this is last season all over again. 3-3-4. The bottom team is 248, but that's an anomaly. It's really around this 300 mark. So it's a competitive league and everybody's on it. Look, Willie's used the wild card, and it's just it's just got us nowhere. Well, I think just gonna have to admit defeat. Me and Willie, we just have to admit defeat. We've had a good times. We've had good times. Watkins on the bench, and he's got a lot on the bench. Shocking, isn't it? The Chelsea thing. The Chelsea thing has been a disgrace. Carlson, it's a waste. It's a total waste, isn't it? Oh, so depressing. Owen Rose climbed a bit, respectable 71 after having Haaland on the bench in game week 1. Yeah, he's starting to kind of get his stride back and creep up the league. And he'll soon overtake me wherever I am 65. So Owen will be by game week 7. He will be above me where I'll be sinking in sand. Cal Carney, okay, letting down the brothers there really. Had a great season, finished top 10 last season. I have a cap for him. So it's a long way. You're going to have to take some massive risks and pray Haaland does nothing. What's the difference here? Did I say it was about 48 or something? Yeah, Christie Kilcourse down there as well. You know, I think a few of us, Donny O'Brien won't like where he is, 330. Um, we're really in our FPL, and I just feel like all the blood is drained from me. It really has. 334. Yeah. 334. Look at that. 338. Oh, that could be 334 and 414. Yeah, it's 334, 70, 80 points in 6 game weeks. 80 points. That's it, isn't it? That's it. The season's over. Season's over. Just panic now, innit? Well, I got Morris in anyway, so I'll have no choice. I'm gonna have to trip cap him and just play all the chips and try and close things back. It won't work out. You'll probably get sent off against Everton. How do you work back 80 points? How do you do it? Jack Maloney's just too good. Stevie Strat, they're too good. They're too on it to lose that sort of advantage at this stage of the season. They're all a bit too good. Mostly like it's proper. It's like the Maeve is there. James E. Lyons is there. A lot of them like Morgan Lyons are in a good position. John C. Halpam's there. These guys, they're not going to let it slip. They're on it every game week. They don't need me reminding them on WhatsApp or whatever, or moaning about it or Facebook. These guys are on it. So 80 points. I can't believe it. Just can't believe it. Can't believe it. And they're all going to have these players. They're going to have Trippier anyway, Salah being. Andy from Let's Talk has been saying, well, he doesn't think he needs Salah, and it can chill out a bit. Why wouldn't he? He can just sit on that. Um, just should have copied them straight from the off. I know he's just under the million, and I know it's only like about 30 points down on him or something, but at 80 points down on the dancer, he had a very good
game week 18 to 38 last season. He learned a lot, got really in it, and we all helped and advised. And now it's just like watching a metamorphosis into a higher life form. This is right in front of our eyes. A phoenix is burning into an absolute fire of, it's just like a glow all around the dancer. Stevie Strat will know the story. He's doing it a different way, but he's still got 87 points. The dancer got 92 a different way. A really clever, amazing thinking man's really good. Definitely a thinking man. Was it, what's the name? Is it Brolin? Joe Brolin, is it the dairy lad? You know, the he's known as the thinking woman's bit of crumpet or whatever it was. Um, yeah, just gonna have to let it ride, I suppose. I don't know what I just don't know what to do here. Um, yeah, and it doesn't get any better in the King of the Travelers. I think I've only won one and down the bottom again, so not much chance of coming back, really. Yeah, this can't go on. This just cannot go on. I can't do these pods anymore. It's really depressing me. Um, shouldn't like one. I've lost five. I won one by kind of accident. But you deserve to be there because if you look at the points, 3-3-3-3-4. Who's overperforming? 3-3-4. Not really. Well, 3-2-5. You see, Willie Nestor has won 4 out of 2, and he's got less points than I have. 3-2-5. It really sometimes it can be a bit lucky who you get, but nor 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the guy with the highest score. Jack the Dancer's there with 4-1. He's drawn one, but look, that's a bit like how the FPL draft works. You have matches every game week, um, and you get 3 points if you win it, and then you go into a league. That's a lot like what draft is. But okay, so yeah, I'll leave it there. Um, I think it's all. I'm going to do less. I'm going to watch less content. Unsubscribe from Andy here. Um, I just can't. I can't deal with it anymore. Unsubscribe and just get off this stuff for a while and just let it go. Um, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes before the deadline to think of something, and I'm not going to put any more energy into this. Probably this will probably be the last pod I'm going to do for a long while. I need a complete break from this stuff. Like, just it really hit me between the eyes. This being 80 down, 4-1-4, our leader in the Christian Nick. I used to be a good player. I really did. I used to, but I suppose they were right. It was just because there was so many disengaged, um, inactive players, and they gave up by Christmas, and people like me would fly up, and then we go on this amazing run. So there you go. What's the where are we now with Alvarez ownership wise? 30. So I suppose he still is a little bit of a, if you kind of, but I just don't, I just can't even look at it anymore. I'm gonna have a good look at the Sun Dream Team stuff. I'm doing well on that, and I'll just put more effort into my team. And we have midweek fixtures. Carabao Cup is on, I think, and Man City are taking on Newcastle at home, and there's lots of good fixtures on, and all that's included in the Sun Dream Team. Yeah, okay. I'll let you go. That's one of the absolute most depressing episodes that I've ever done, but it's going to be a life changer. FPL wise, I'm kind of done. I just can't do another season like last season. Sorry. Um, I'll let you go. thanks for watching a live nervous breakdown. But it's good. Sometimes, for self-preservation, you really have to let go. I'll go a bit of cold turkey here. Maybe just 5 minutes, just listen. Actually, it would do me good to miss a deadline, or just get away from this for, I don't know, a month. Miss a deadline, have a look, keep away from it, and just look, everything's going well. Everything's going well. There's nothing going wrong. Got a lovely wife. Got job's going okay. Got money coming in. Can pay my bills. Been able to get back home, do bits and pieces. See a lot of people. Went out Saturday night. Saw Ireland beat South Africa. Great sing song. Good times. It's nothing. This absolute life is brilliant. But this FPL thing has a way to destroy your soul, mind, body, and spirit. It really does. And I'm a better person without this rubbish. I really am. Christy Nicholson will carry on, although 49ers are doing well over in American football. Three games in a row win. Hopefully we can carry on and win the Super Bowl this year. Praying. Finally, that would be phenomenal. I saw them win it in the 80s. That's how old. But yeah, Christy Nicholson pub fantasy, of course, that will always carry on. But once I'm a very addictive sort of personality type, and when I really get into something, like I did with FPL, I really destroy it and I'm really on it. But when I realize I'm absolutely rubbish and it's really frustrating the hell out of me, then I realize, hold on a minute, this thing is done, and I just go colder and I'm done. I've moved on and I'm gone, and I reckon I'm on the last throws. We'll see how we get on next game week. Another rubbish sub 40, we'll say. To delete is not off the cards, but who's going to do the Christie? It's a good thing. It's a great concept. I like doing the hats. I'm gonna do that stuff. I'll do the trophies, but probably won't sponsor the thing. It's a lot of money now. It's gone beyond a joke. Probably, it's every summer. People are good though. People are good. I've sent some money to charity in Ukraine as well. Goes to a good cause, but yeah, the Christian Nick will carry on. Don't get me wrong. I'm kind of done with this. This every weekend is just a downer. It really is. I just don't want to live like that anymore. And yeah, to get away from it, there's a Christy Nick gonna happen, next year, whatever. Somebody else can do a Christy Nick. Like, all they have to do is set it up and put Christy Nicholson on it, and that's the Christy Nick, and send the codes on. Anyone who was in the Christy Nicholson Pub Fantasy League, any of you can set one up and get all of you to do it and get it in. And maybe at the end I can get some trophies or something, and we'll do all a happy thing. It's a well done, congrats. But I'm definitely the past now. I'm the past with this stuff. There's something mortally wrong with my computing. The same lads are doing well and they've got a real handle on the game and they're making great decisions, great subs. The Botman thing really pisses me off because I know that was all over Twitter and I know that's what Andy was encouraging. 390,000 of his subscribers. He says he's getting in Botman and they get in Botman and Twitter Botman and he's covered everything. They got nobody else in, but they got Botman in. You mean, like, it's a tough fixture away to Sheffield United. It's not they've been doing quite well this season, with Spurs getting lucky in the end when they were 1-0 up for so long, and then Man City really they put it up to them, scored a goal, got the equalizer. and then just at the end that you jack it in, and then they give it 8 up against. Like, how did anybody know that Newcastle will turn up and do 8? But people got Botman away to Sheffield, United away. Like, it's just, that 12 points, okay, or maybe two, that's 10 points. It wouldn't have been so bad. People stuck on 80s and getting a 75 instead of an 85. I wouldn't have felt too bad, but the Botman thing, and then Son getting the 2 goals. But that was specifically Andy that I've been trying to match play, and I've given up with match playing him. Now I've gone a total different route. So yeah, I think next season, look, somebody else do this stuff, Christy Nicholson shouldn't die just because I'm done with it. I'm done with the FPL. It shouldn't, and it won't. It won't. Somebody else in the community, maybe Mark Phillips, I would nominate as the sort of the guy to kind of, because I see him as my second lieutenant. Snowman's there, a few others, but like, but yeah, I'm disengaging a little bit here. Rambling, okay, good luck with whatever you're doing, folks. I don't know when I'll see it, but take care and wish me the best of luck to crack this FPL drug, which is total crack cocaine. It's very, very tough to quit and to stop thinking about. Yeah, and I will, but it takes time. It takes time every week to just yeah, it would be just not nice to get back to supporting one team, really, rather than all 20, depending who's in your FPL team. Okay. Worst things have happened at sea. So God bless, take care, and wish me good luck in my endeavors. Okay. Valwega out.